This episode of the Young Turks is brought to you by Line 2. Get unlimited calling and texting for just $9.95 a month without the long-term contracts.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes President Obama and President Clinton doing a joint press conference. And then, Ben, something really strange happened, okay? They're doing the joint press conference, Obama walks him in, and then, let's show you what happened, and then we'll talk about it. More breaking news for you. President Obama is speaking right now. Let's listen.
I just had a terrific meeting with the former president, President Bill Clinton, and we just happened to have this as a topic of conversation. And I thought, given the fact that he presided over as good an economy as we've seen in our lifetimes, that it might be useful for him to share some of his thoughts. I'm going to let him speak very briefly, and then I've actually got to go over and do just one more Christmas party. So he may decide he wants to take some questions, but I want to make sure that you guys heard from him directly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. First of all, I feel awkward being here, and now you're going to leave me all by myself.
I've been keeping the First Lady waiting for about half an hour, so I'm going to take off.
And I don't want to make her mad. Please go.
You're in good hands, and Gibbs will call last question.
Yeah, help me. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. President.
All right.
What the fuck was that?
No, it was crazy. No, and then Clinton spoke for half an hour.
Of course, it's Bill Clinton. You just gave him, you're like he's in the Oval Office. You just put him in front of a lectern.
And first of all, if you just turn on the television after Obama left, you'd be like, what year are we in?
Right.
Right? Because here's the president speaking at the White House,
right,
taking questions, and then other crazy things happened. They were like, all right, this guy's going to stay. They started asking him questions about other countries.
Right. Yeah.
Like, no, they weren't even talking about the tax cuts anymore. He went into the START treaty, and then they went to Haiti. Why were you talking about Haiti? It's crazy, right? And Clinton's like, I think, Ben, what the deal was Clinton came to Obama and was like, look, I got your back on this, but the price is I get to be president for a day again. And, and the other thing is, it was a perfect microcosm because it was Obama who just doesn't want to be there. Like, okay, yeah, this guy's in charge. I'll see you guys later. I'm done with your questions, right?
I gotta go to a Christmas party.
Yeah, honestly, my wife called me afterwards and she's like, Christmas party?
Yeah.
You're at the White House on the most important issue with the other president. That's pretty big. Who gives a damn about a Christmas party? She's like, I'd even let you out of a Christmas party for that.
Yeah. Yeah, Michelle, I'm sorry I can't go to the Christmas party. I'm having a joint press conference with Bill Clinton.
Yeah. We got two presidents in the room. Stick around.
Yeah, stick around and see what happens. Yeah.
But, so microcosm in terms of Obama wants to leave, Clinton wants to stay. And then another strange thing happened, man.
I got it. I think I figured it out, but go ahead, legitimately.
Yeah, look, he started explaining things in a way that was, one, I thought, honestly, better than Obama.
Sure it was.
And he seemed to have a real command of the nitty-gritty of the financial details, because he got into financial reform. And he's like, okay, and here's this, and here's that. And then he started laying out an agenda. He's like, here are the things that you shouldn't bend on. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. I mean, he's telling the people what Obama should do in the next 2 years. Like, it's hard to walk that back if you're Obama.
Yesterday one of the Huffington Post headlines was, "Here come the Clinton team."
Yeah.
Right, because they're bringing those guys on. Well, it turned out, who's leading the Clinton team?
Yeah, no, exactly. I didn't think it was going to be like this, right?
I was trying to think from a political point of view because I get a couple of things out of that. First, very disorganized. Like, it did seem like very impromptu. That's not necessarily the worst when you don't think everything through, that you're there and you're talking to Bill Clinton, you realize, maybe we should take advantage of this. And so we haven't really planned for it. Who cares? Let's adapt. They seemed very awkward about it, but so it first seemed disorganized, and I'm sure people will point that out, like, what's going on there? They have no game plan. I don't think that matters. The game plan was, hey, this is a good idea. Here's one of the four smartest political minds in the country.
Let me just jump in for a quick second on that point. Look, if they were going to do it in a managed way, I probably would have done it. Either they both take questions, so it's not awkward that Barack Obama's just sitting on the side not doing anything, or I would have wrapped it up quicker and said, okay, here we are, boom, one question, okay, we're gone, right?
Right.
But you're right. I mean, in the end, it's not terrible. The final calculus is, did he do a good job of convincing people, hey, you know what, I'm on Obama's team, and you should be on Obama's
Right.
team on this too.
So clearly it was the seat of their pants. And then there's another idea, which they had from already having Bill Clinton there. An obvious strategy point that probably was thought out is we're going to use Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton's going to help us in this with taxes. He's going to help us literally with everything. But in the immediate issue, he's going to help with the tax cut deal, the compromise.
Right.
But then there's an initial thought clearly to me in that conversation of, okay, we're going to use Bill Clinton, but we can't be dwarfed by Bill Clinton. And if they do what you said, the back and forth, we've reached a point of the lessening of Barack Obama's stature that he's going to get dwarfed in the White House by this former president that seems to have a glow around him everywhere he goes, so that we can't have you together, or it will really seem like he's in charge.
I got you, but they pulled it off really poorly.
Oh, no.
Because then it turned out it was. Like, the more Clinton spoke, the more I was like, oh, damn, that's good.
Right, so he probably ran on, but I think all I'm saying is this was clearly their way of thinking. Otherwise, you would never do that. And
Right.
obviously, I think we can safely say it didn't really work out.
With line 2, you don't need 2 cell phones anymore. 1 cell phone, 2 lines. Too easy.
Right, and it also provides caller ID, voicemail.
Plus, your iPod Touch and your iPad can now be turned into basically mobile phones for only $9.95. You don't have to pay all the phone charges. And it's unlimited Wi-Fi calling.
We're not the only ones who like this. This service received glowing reviews from PC Mag, the New York Times,
Including USA Today.
So you can get a 25% discount for the first 6 months if you're one of the first 1,000 to sign up using the promo code TYT25.